Hi, it's another Monday. It's another Miracle Monday. So you are on with Miracles on Monday with Mary Ellen. Today's topic on Miracles on Monday with Mary Ellen is fear. False expectations appearing real is the acronym that I like to use for fear. FEAR. False expectations appearing real. Your fears will always keep you stuck. They will always keep you from achieving your purpose and your goals and being that good and great person that God put you on this earth to be. They all stem from the ego mind. They never stem from your knowings or your higher power, because when you have that true faith, when you have that true connection, your fears, you will walk through your fears. You know, it says in the Bible over 80 times, that's Old and New Testament, the word fear. The one that is most familiar to probably everybody is the 23rd Psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Let's look at that. For thou art with me. That is the key phrase there. For thou art with me. For God, your higher power, when you are walking through your fears, always know, thou art with me. You know, I equate fear to risking. Every time I have to call somebody for a radio interview or a TV interview to promote my book, I sit back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't really want to do this. They're going to reject me. And then I think, well, you know, they don't know about me now. So I have to take that risk to call and to promote what I know is a good product. My book, Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing. Now, there are two types of fear. And everyone, thank you so much for being here. There is a rational fear, and there is an irrational fear. Now, a rational fear is something such as you go into a 1930s building, and it has an elevator. And you get into the elevator, and you think, gee, I might get stuck in this elevator. That is a rational fear. That is something that might happen because it's a really old elevator. Another rational fear would be, let's say you're not paying your bills because you can't, because you lost your job. And you have a fear of losing your home. That is a rational fear. The other fears that keep you stuck are all irrational. They're all from your mind. They're all from your ego. They keep you locked up in your house of unawareness. My fear in my life is what I'm doing right now, public speaking. Because when I was in middle school and elementary school, I had a lisp. So I have to be very careful now to pronounce my words right and say things correctly so you will understand me. When I was in school, I had to go to a speech teacher. And you know, you go to the speech teacher and you come back and all the kids are pointing at you. And so it was a real fear of mine. So in college, before I graduated to be a teacher, I had to go make a speech. I was so nervous about this speech that on the way over there, I wrecked my car. It was just a little fender bender, but still. And I got there and I was late. So I ran in and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I was late. I wrecked my car, I was so nervous. So I finally settled down and I looked at the lady and I said, okay, what do I need to do? And she said, well, you just did it. All I had to do was hear you speak. Oh my gosh, all that fear, all that anxiety, all that stress for nothing. So walk through your fears. Look at whether they're rational or irrational fears. Give your power over to God, to the Holy Spirit, to Jesus Christ, to everything you hold holy when you walk through those fears. Go through your fears this week. Be at peace. And join me next week on Miracles on Monday with Mary Ellen, And we will be talking about love. And it might be a different type of love than you're thinking about. Please message me here if you have any questions. And I thank all of you, Tina and Dennis and Pete, for listening. I appreciate you so much.